Hello everyone. Welcome to Sunday night. I finally got over my virus. I'm a little dark on the screen, but I can't help it. I had to have it dark in here or you can't see the cards very well. So we are going to do the most amazing pick 3 readings tonight, and we're going to do them on a variety of subjects. I'm going to put pick 3 readings. Fun. Hello, Libra girl. How was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend? I've got so many piles of cards here. I've got new Oracle cards, new Goddess cards. The Fuck It deck is out. We've got Past Life. And we are going to have a lot of fun tonight. So this is going to be an amazing evening. What you can do if you want a category, and then we'll do a pick 3. I'll get the cards together for a pick 3 on it. So, hi Michelle, how are you? We're going to do pick 3s tonight, and I'm going to kind of let you guys drive it, but I do have some really good ideas. And then all my cards are sitting here, so we will quickly go through the pick 3s. And we can do quite a few topics. And then hopefully if you did have a question on your mind, it will get answered during one of the pick 3s. Usually that is what I find happens during nights like this. So we're going to have fun. We are going to have fun. I even got my charms. So we've got charms and runes. And I've got my sheets of paper for a little bit of dowsing. There's going to be a huge variety of stuff tonight. We are going to have a huge variety. Are you looking forward to the new year? We are going to have a wonderful new year. Oh, you know what? I forgot to post that I was going live on my other wall. Let me quick go out there and notify them, because otherwise they won't realize it. I wonder if I can send them this link. Do you guys have any topics for pick 3s that you want covered tonight? You can have like areas of finance, what's happening for 2020, love life, any kind of topic that you want. We can do pick 3s on, and it will be fun. Just a second, I'm just putting this on my wall. Okay, welcome everyone. So we're going to do some pick 3s. If you don't have any ideas, we'll just start with a kind of like a question of, what do you have to know right now? That's the first question that I have for the pick 3. What do you have to know right now? And so what I want you to do is focus on the key, or the geode, or the septarian. The key, the geode, or the septarian. Those are going to be your 3 choices all night long. You want finance, 2020, and relationships. Okay, that sounds really good. Finance, relationships, and 2020. So this is a pick 3 on what you need to know right now. So group number key, the group number key. So what are you guys picking for your first pick 3? Pick the key, the geode, or the septarian. So we're doing a huge variety of pick 3s tonight. This is going to be nothing but fun. I'm taking your ideas, and we're going to do pick 3s based on your ideas. Hi, River. Hi, Shante. So this is going to be a magical night. I'm not going to take individual questions, because Spirit told me that your answers to your questions are going to be given in these pick 3s, because we're going to get through a lot of them in this next hour. So whoever has chosen the key, the first thing that you have to be aware of is the Seven of Pentacles. So your success, for those of you who are picking the key, your success is going to come through patience and slow, methodical decisions, all right? And the second thing they want you to know is there's magic in your life, the magician. You are going to have magic happen in your life. The other thing I'm going to do for the key is pull a charm. Oh, we got the tree. Some of you are going to have family stuff. This means let's pick another one to see if that's good or bad family stuff. Throw another charm out here. Ooh, rising above family situations. Okay, so this means that you're going to rise above whatever family situations come up. You're going to rise above them. And the oracle card that you are going to get is the kangaroo, which is be grateful for all you have. Be grateful for all you have. So this is a time that you guys in the key pile need to know that you've got everything you need. It's slow and methodical, and be grateful for every step. In other words, this kind of teaches about enjoying every part of the journey, like not saying I'll be happy when, but enjoying every part of the journey. For those of you who chose the geode, you're having a little bit of decision-making issues. So you have to make a decision, but it's going to be difficult because it's something that you're not going to want to really deal with. Wow, we've got some people on here. Sharon Parker, Fam Lee, Britt Byers. Hi, yes, I am feeling better. Ange M. Thanks everybody for joining. We are doing a huge variety of pick threes. We've already got topics started. Finance, relationships 2020. What do you want? What do you want for a pick three tonight? So this one that we're on is the geode pile. Hi Deb J. This is the geode pile for what you need to know. And the first card is there's some things that you need to deal with, that you need to make a decision. This is kind of like throw it up to the universe. Throw it up to the universe. So you know what that means to me? It doesn't mean ignore it, but what it means is kind of give it up to a higher power, wait like 3 to 7 days, and usually some insights or clarity shows up to solve it. So I'm going to pick another card for you guys. Oh, you guys, you've got people shit problems. That's crappy people problems. Your charm is the star and the nevermore. The nevermore. So you have got to set some boundaries on these crappy people. Either set boundaries or don't spend quite as much time with these people. And oh, look at this. Your oracle card is choose wisely. So you've got choose wisely. So you guys who chose the oracle or the geode, you've got some relationship issues to work on. Throw it up to the universe for a while. Come back to it in 7 days and see where you are. And we're going on to the Septarian. What do the Septarian group need to know? So you guys, we're always going to be picking either the key, the geode, or the Septarian in all of these pick threes. Those are never going to change. So the key or the Septarian is a magician. That means that you guys are channeling something new in. Oh, some of you could be traveling and also moving out of a difficult situation into something really good. So some of you are going to be starting something brand new, literally starting something brand new in 2020. And it's going to take you, oh, look at this. You're going to learn education. It's going to take you to a better place. So what you need to know right now, your oracle card is literally shape-shifting, and that's kind of what the magician does. So you guys are going to be literally changing. And let me pull a charm for you. Ooh, you got the person, and you got the letter for news, and you got another person. This is like having court cards. So your situation that you're in right now involves people. You're going to have a lot of people influencing your life over the next couple of weeks going into 2020, which is a good thing. I feel good about it. Okay, the next pick three. So you guys, I'm taking suggestions. Hi, Maggie. Hi, Billy Bonnie 08 and 1 Albanish. Margarita beers, we're doing pick threes. Do you guys have ideas for pick threes? Post them on here because I'm going to get to the list. So right now, the next one on the list is finances. So at this time, everybody put down what they want. Are you the key, the geode, or the septarian? So post what you are, everybody, and we're going to start with the key. What are the financial outlooks for the people who chose number key, which is number 1? Oh my. This is reining in your spending habits, reining it in, putting the mouth closed. You have got to stop spending money like on things that you don't really need for a while. It doesn't mean forever, but for a while. And some of you might even like move into a new less expensive like place. Like this can be moving out of a difficult situation, but it also can be having someone help you with your finances. So some of you could call on some help, and that person would be of great help. Like they would give you all the advice and everything that you need to get on financial shape. This is, you guys who picked the key, you guys are really going to have to buckle down. This is tightening your belt, tightening your belt. This is the only way. In fact, what Spirit's telling me is the only way that you are going to be financially wealthy is if you learn to curb that unnecessary spending. That's like the lesson for the key people. Okay, those are the keys. Now we're going to the geode. Who picked the geode? Did any of you pick the geode? So you want something to be released in 2020. Okay, let me add that to the list. That's a great one. I love that one. We're working on finances right now, and we're on the geode. So if you pick the the round orange thing, that's the septarian. I love that. All right, finances for the geode, and I'm using the universal weight for this, okay? That's this one. Finances for the geodes. Holy shit, you guys have nothing to worry about. You have wealth coming. Look at that. Could you get any luckier? Seriously? You're going to master your finances, those of you who picked the geode for finances. We're doing finance. Oh, God. You don't even need to do anything. You have like money riding in on a horse to your front door, literally. All right, you guys, it can't get any better, but let's talk about it. So first of all, some of you are going to start some kind of business and it's going to be a raving success, so you need to do it. Some of you will be selling products and it will be exactly what people want. It will improve their lives. Some of you are going to have spiritual services or some kind of counseling, and it's going to be a raving success. And then some of you are going to provide guidance to people in many forms, and it's going to be a raving success. You guys who picked the geode, you are already having the ideas that are going to manifest to wealth for you. You've already got a really good grip on what you want to do for your finances, and it's going to work. You pick the geode, man, you're going to have a great financial future coming up. Now, those of you who picked the yellow rock, I still have a little bit of my cold, so there might be a cough here and there. The yellow geode, or the yellow septarian. You guys, once again, have to, just like the key, you guys have to tighten your belt. Now, you guys are going to have the best success financially for those who pick the septarian if you do multiple streams of income. So if you're working a full-time job, I'm sorry to say that you might have to pick up a second job or pick up a second way to earn income. So thank you, Brandy Hicks. I am on tonight. I am actually planning on being on every Sunday evening. And you guys, I'm probably 1 week away from getting my 1,000 subscribers. So I forgot to tell you, like, subscribe, and share the hell out of this video. Because when I get that community tab, I can tell you guys, hey, it's Tuesday night. I feel like doing readings. And you guys will all know it. But I don't have a community tab. And I'm 50 away. I'm 50 away from getting that tab. It's going to happen. It'll happen in a week. But I'm just like, woo! So you guys are going to have multiple streams of income. Now, don't be sad about this, because you're going to have you won't have to do this for long, but you're going to have the opportunity show up in unusual ways, okay? You're going to have unusual ways to earn that extra income, and it might be easier than you think. So you guys have to work. I was just saying that, and then I pulled the Eight of Pentacles. You guys have to work a little bit harder to get that financial wealth, but it's there. It's coming. So those who pick Septarian, why don't you just get a t-shirt and put, I'm going to fucking hard work. It's going to take fucking hard work to get rich, but I'm going to do it. Who's going to show up to the plate for the Septarian? Who's willing to show up to the plate, do hard work, and get that wealth coming in? It's going to be you. And I know you're going to do it. Okay, next category, because we're done with finances. You guys get ready to pick again. Who's going to pick the key? Who's going to pick the geode? And who's going to pick the Septarian for relationships? Who wants to hear about relationships? It's a great idea, Michelle. So I'm going to grab my relationship deck. You're going to do your best? Well, who can expect anything less out of doing your best? It's going to be perfect. So we're doing the key right now. I don't know if it helps if I move these back, and we're going to be focused on the key right now, and we're going to be focused on relationships. So here we go. For everybody who picked the key, what do you have to know about your relationships? Wow. Some of you are going to be drawn to partners who could be like overbearing. Like they could be, powerful people to the point where you feel like you're not as good or not as powerful as them. The Strength card in relationships can be tricky. So we'll keep pulling cards on here. So you guys that pick the key are headed for success, but not without a challenge. You guys are going to have a challenge. And you know what? I'm going to pick this. You guys want to hear a story about this? Okay. I know you don't, but I'm going to tell you anyway, right? Because that's what I do. I'll ask you something like that, and then I'm going to do it no matter what you say. So some of the reviews on this L key indicated, did anybody have anything weird happen when this oracle deck arrived? So I wasn't going to order it till I read the review, and they don't even have butterflies where they are, and the butterfly that was on the card when this deck arrived and they opened it up, a butterfly flew to their window, and it was the exact one that was on the card. So I get this, and my daughter walks in and puts down her shampoo bottle, and I didn't even barely have this open, and the card's out, and on the shampoo was a label that said L, E-L-L-E. And then when I walked outside to feed the horses, this fog was surrounding just our house. And it was in a straight line. And I will post pictures for you guys because you won't even freaking believe it. So this deck is powerful. So I'm bringing this deck out for the key people for relationships. I'm going to see which goddess. Oh, Valencia, she who stands. She's determined. So some of you are going to be determined to make your relationship work, or very determined to get a relationship. And this woman, let me tell you, she's kick-ass. All right. She's kick-ass. In fact, if you want to call her in, she's Valencia. Call her in to help you with your relationships. And then I'm going to pick an oracle card for you guys for your relationships that pick the thing. And this is pay attention to your dreams and visions. Pay attention to your dreams and visions. So something is going to happen in your dreams and visions that's going to give you guidance on moving forward with your relationships. And I also want to ask, overall, are you going to have success with your relationships going forward in 2020 with the relationships that you want success on? Okay, so judgment's going to be a challenge for you guys. So when you're falling in love, be aware of your fears and be aware of your judgments that you have for the other person if you meet them right away, or if they do something that's a trigger. But overall, your prayers are going to be answered. This is the Queen of Pentacles. Prayers answered. So the key people, you guys are, it's going to be a challenge, but you are going to be able to have successful relationships, but it will be somewhat of a challenge. I don't want a relationship all end tragic. I would say if that's the case, maybe take a break, like a 5-year break, and come back to it in 5 years, because I know I had an aunt that had nothing but destruction with relationships. So she never did go into another one. And by the way, she was happy. She lived a very happy life. You're the Septarian? Oh, good. So we've got the geode next for relationships. Okay. The geode. Here you go. What do the geode people have to know about relationships? And I've got Morgan Greer. This is what I'm, ooh, now you guys have a plan for your relationships this year. That's a plan. And some of you will meet somebody by word of mouth. And those of you who are having trouble communicating in your relationship, you're going to have an easier time. You're going to have an easier time communicating in the relationship that you have or get into. Whoa, a lot of you are going to have healing of the heart. So Brandy Erics, focus in on this card and ask this angel in this card, Brandy, to give you a healing of your heart so you can move forward and feel confident about your future relationships if you choose to go engage in them. Wow, the magician is stalking our room tonight. So those of you who are just joining, we're going through a variety of pick 3 readings. If you have ideas for pick 3 readings, such as, let me give you some ideas. Relationships we're doing, job challenges, sibling issues, depression, addictions, your month ahead, your year ahead, spirit guide messages. Throw out anything that you want. This is your night of pick 3s. This is your night of pick 3s. Now remember, the magician still needs to be in full control. So you guys who picked the geode, you're not going to want another person to completely take over your life. But look at that. You get the Ace of Cups. That's like the biggest relationship love there is. So for those of you who picked the geode, if you're in love, it's going to go deeper, stronger, and better. If you're looking for love, it's going to literally be handed to you very shortly. You are literally going to have Spirit help bring you love. And that is a beautiful card to end on. So you guys who picked the geode are in for some good luck. Now, the yellow rock, or otherwise, aka known as Septarian, your love, and I'm going to start off with Carolyn Mace's new deck. This is her oracle, and she picks these archetypes. It's pretty thick, and she does the shadow side and the light side, and this is going to be really interesting. So who picked Septarian? Did anybody pick Septarian? River did. So let's start out with this one. We're going to just pick one and go through. The artwork on this is phenomenal. You know, the artist on this deck had a really sense of humor because it looks like they're, I should totally design a deck because it looks like that person's puking into the other one's ear. Can you see that? Looks like they're throwing up. I'm going to puke in your ear. So getting back to the meaning of it. This is awakening the consideration and feelings for others. In other words, you're going to awaken and tune in to the feeling of others. And you're also going to honor that you trust that you will get into the right relationship. So that, oops, what did I do with that card? So that is a powerful card. That is a really powerful card for relationships. And the Septarian also tells you that, look at that, you're going to find happiness. Now, you have had quite a few relationships in your past, some of you, and some of you have only had a few. But either that, you've put behind you and learned what you needed to learn from those relationships, and going forward, you're going to have happiness and you're going to have good luck. See the coins? See the coins? You're going to have good luck. See the 9? The 9 means whatever toxic stuff you had in the past with relationships, not going to exist in the future. It's done. You learned it. You're done. You can move ahead and be free. Okay, then we'll pull an oracle card and we'll see where you are. Oh my God, River, did you pick this one? We literally got River card. You can't make this shit up. The River Queen. You can't even make this shit up if you tried. This is flow, letting go, and natural movement. This is the River Queen. Wow, stunning. This is like go natural. This is like be who you are, be proud of who you are, and move forward. And River, if you did pick Septarian, like you literally could have love at the tip of your fingertips. That's a pretty amazing card. And I'm going to pick one last card for this group. And she's the Empress, and she loves to nurture. So you guys who are in this Septarian pile, you are nurturing. You do best when you are in a close relationship, because you love to nurture and be nurtured. And so that you are going to be rewarded with that. You guys are going to be rewarded with relationships where you can nurture and be nurtured. Hi, Jay. So that concludes relationships. So now we're going to go to 2020. That's the next idea. Now, did any of you guys have other ideas for pick threes? You don't have to. I can pick them. But we've got two left. One is 2020, and the other is what you need to release in 2020. That'll be a fun one. So you guys can go and involve yourself in all of these pick threes. They're all available to you. They're all available to you. It's a night of information and, oops, can't see here. Let me get them all here. There we go. It's the key, the geode, or the septarian, or you could just call it a yellow rock. It doesn't matter what you call it. So now we're going to go to what you guys need to know for 2020. So for this one, I want you to really tune in to being open. Instead of immediately going to this is what I want for 2020, I want you to kind of sit back and allow the message to come through so that you can be really open to what's going to come through for you guys for 2020. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. I'm going to pick one of these L key cards because I feel like I want to show these quite often to see if you guys, just in seeing them, start having weird things happen to you. So, what's your goddess card? These are 44 women, by the way. 44 goddesses. So, for the key people, did you pick your thing? Let me know what you picked. Who's picking for 2020? Who's picking the key, type key? If you're picking geode, type geode. And if you're picking the septarian, you can type yellow rock or rock or anything you want. Ooh, this one is so cool. It's she who whispers. Now, what's that about? What's that about? She who whispers. Can't really see that, can you? See her whispering? I feel like I have to whisper this to you. Anyway, you have to trust me. Camera doesn't like to focus on it. She who whispers. Secrets, confessions, and confidentiality. So for 2020, those of you who pick the key, don't tell everything. Don't give away all your secrets. In other words, some of you could have people that are using the information that you talk about against you. So this goddess is coming in and she's going, shh, let's be quiet. So for 2020, those of you who pick the key, don't give everything away, all right? Don't give everything away. And then the Queen of Wands. Oh yeah, you definitely are coming into your power for 2020, all right? You are going to stand up and you're going to say, I have to draw a fuck it card too. This is my deck that's available on Amazon. I have 3 more coming out in the next probably 6 months. I'll have 3 more Oracle decks coming out. So let's see what fuck it card you guys need for 2020 for the key. Are you fucking crazy? Say no. So in other words, don't say yes to everything. You guys are going to have to learn how to say no and set some boundaries. That's what that's saying. All right. And then we're going to pull another card for 2020. We're doing pick 3 readings. What do you have in store for? Oh my gosh. You guys are so lucky. Some of you are going to have a really wonderful change happen in your living situation. And I'm talking wonderful. Some of you, Spirit is going to literally bring you a new idea. Quite a few of you are going to have increased intuition because 2020, the 2s are related to the moon, and the moon is intuition through your emotions. So you guys are going to have like empath and gut feelings like crazy, which is a really good thing. All right, what else? I'm picking another deck. You're going to rest more. That's the Four of Swords. Meditate, rest. Make sure you get enough sleep. Don't take any worries to bed with you. Make sure 2020, twos are about peace, you guys. King of Pentacles. You guys are going to master your work and master your money. You might even ride a broom. That is a cool card. You guys are going to have a lot of movement. Those of you who picked the key, your 2020 is going to be moving ahead. And if you come up with a lot of really good ideas, which is the ace, shh, don't share them with everyone. Move forward on them without telling everybody your big idea, okay? So, have some boundaries. Learn to say no. Those of you who pick the key, overall, you're going to have a good 2020, but there's going to be some secrecy, keeping things quiet while you work on them. And that might be difficult for those of you who are born on the 3rd, because the 3 likes to talk. Oh, we had quite a few keys. That's interesting. All right, we're moving on to the geode. And we're working on what, for those of you just joining, we're working on what is coming for you in 2020. And I'm going to do a really weird card. I'm going to do the past life card, you guys. So I'm going to find out for this group that picked the geode, if anybody has a past life that's going to bleed through in 2020 and influence them. Like I said, these readings are going to be all over the place. So tonight is all about fun, you guys. Fun, learning, and wisdom. You got the Tower. So you guys had an upsetting event in your past life, and we're going to see how that's going to influence your 2020. So a past life where something upsetting happened is going to bleed through. And oh, that's interesting. So some of you are going to feel like you have to protect yourself. This is the Four of Pentacles. It's protection. Like you might all of a sudden feel like it's greedy, like it's mine. It's mine, and you might get possessive. Are any of you feeling that yet? But it's not 2020, but you could. You might say, oh, this is mine. I don't want you to have it, and you can't have this, and you might have a little bit of possessiveness. That's bleeding through from that upsetting event where you might have lost everything, and now in this lifetime, you're like, I have to hang on to stuff. So how many of you have closets full of shit that are just nothing, you don't do anything with it, just sitting in your closet for years? You guys ready? Clear it out. It's bad energy. If you're not using it, if you haven't used it, and it's not like a special memory of a deceased loved one, this is the time to be moving that on, okay? Moving it on. All right, what else? This is the geode, people. Ooh, mastering your emotions and having a male who has mastery influence you. Look at this. You guys are going to be coming into your truth. You're going to ask, who am I? What am I here for? And you guys are going to have more of the scales. You're going to have more decisions on what your truth is and where you want to go. And if you're being treated unfairly, there's a good chunk of you that aren't going to tolerate it in 2020. You're going to be like, I'm moving on. So if any of you are having a job, hi Sharon Parker, if any of you are having a job or anything, hi V Love and Crystals, a job or anything in your life that's not fair, 2020, you're going to conquer that. Look at that, Emperor. You are going to conquer the things that are not fair in your life for you geodes for 2020. Now, you can't ask for better than that. You guys are going to kick some butt. All right, we're moving on now to the yellow rock. Those of you who pick the yellow rock, you're going to find out right now what your 2020 is. And I can feel that some of you are like, pick an L key goddess. I can just hear you screaming it in your head. So we will. I'm going to pick an L key goddess for you. By the way, L key means she who. Oh, Yelena. Look at that, Yelena. It's almost like yellow. And she says, she who knows wisdom, clarity, and resolution. Ooh, she's a kick butt woman, isn't she? Check that out. Wow. So those of you who pick Septarian, you got a really powerful Yelena, Yelena. Write it down. I feel like you guys who picked the Septarian yellow rock, write down her name, Goddess Yelena. She's going to play an important role for you. and I'm going to grab a different deck of cards. What do you have coming in 2020? Wow. Page of Swords. It's about messages. You're going to be getting messages. Are any of you seeing birds? I feel like in this reading, as strange as it is, some of your loved ones who have passed on are actually trying to get messages to you. So I'm actually going to switch to my steampunk deck for you guys that picked that. Your 2020 is going to involve loved ones who have crossed over who want to get messages to you. So let's talk to them now, shall we? All right, loved ones, this is your chance to come through and get your message for what you want for them for 2020. Oh, Justice is another stalking card. Justice, you guys. Look at this. They want things in your life to be more fair. They want things in your life, you know, they want you to take action on things in your life that aren't fair. The Justice talks about your truth, finding your truth. They want you to recognize things that aren't right and then make changes. Now, for some of you, you might smell smoke or perfume. Your loved ones are sending you signs that way. Some of you, the chair that person sat in might still exist. And they're saying that chair is empty, but they are still with you. My chair that I sat in all the time is empty, but I am still with you. Now, there's at least one person here that smoked, and the smoking accidentally caused something that ended up causing them to pass away. So there, and it feels like a father or male figure, and he sends a lot of love, and he sends a message of please do not smoke. And then here we have partying. This is partying, celebrations, toasting. The loved ones want to know that they want you to know they are at your parties, they're at your gatherings, they're celebrating with you, and they would love it if you would have a toast to them. Like, I'm gonna remember all the good things that this person lived in their life, and I'm gonna have a toast to them. So that is your steampunk message. And then we're gonna pick another card. We're finishing up with what's coming for 2020, and you've got happiness in multiple areas of your life. Boy, it can't get any better than that. You've got everything organized. Some of you are going to get way organized. Look at how clean this is. And some of you are going to be okay with the weight that you are. You're just going to be like, fuck it. I am this weight. I get around. Screw it. I'm going to be happy at this weight. Well, you will be. In 2020, you will be happy with every state of where you are. So if you're on your way to gaining wealth, you're still going to be happy with where you are, which is a good place to be. Wow. It sounds like everybody is really going to have a good 2020, at least starting out anyway. Brandy Hicks, I was thinking of asking for the steampunk deck and you got it. See? I told you. The chair still exists and you smell smoke. Oh, that's incredible. That is incredible. For those of you just joining, we are doing pick 3. The next idea that someone had, so if you have an idea for a pick 3, please put it on right now and I'll add it to the list. So we're doing a whole series of pick 3s. We're doing as many as we can so you guys get a ton of guidance tonight. So the next pick 3 is what needs to be released. So that would be my Anna K deck. What needs to be released in 2020? So all you guys who want to participate in this pick 3, I want you to decide on the key, the geode, or the yellow rock, which is a septarian. So pick now, and if you want to post which one you're picking, post it now. I'm picking the key, I'm picking the geode, I'm picking the yellow rock. And this theme is what needs to be released, what needs to be let go of. Pick 3 for health. Okay, let's do that too. I'll put that on the list. That's a good idea. That's a great idea. A pick 3 for health. I like that idea. You're picking the yellow rock? Okay. You're picking the geo? The geo? Perfect. Septarian? Excellent. So we're going to start with the key. What do you have to release? Everybody who picked the key, did anybody pick the key? Yes, I see some keys out there. Oh my God, look at what you have to release. Oh, now this could be a little painful, so get the Kleenexes, okay? I don't usually have to make my people cry, but on this one I might. So what you have to release, those of you who picked the key, is the people in your life who want to remain in darkness. They don't want help. And they want to stay in this victim suffering mode. Right here they are. I bet you didn't even see them, did you? You were focused on the people headed to the light. So those of you who picked the key, you cannot understand why somebody wouldn't want to improve their life, right? You're like, why wouldn't you want to improve your life? This person does not. And you have to let that go. They're choosing not to go into better times, not to improve their life. And even if this is your child, your spouse, I don't care who this is, you have to let go of trying to help them because you can't do it. So you've got to release that form of control because yes, you think you're being helpful, but the person is viewing it as control. They want to be left to be miserable. They don't want help, and you've got to, and this is going to be hard for you. It's going to be like one of the hardest things for you to release. Can you do it? Those of you who picked the key, can you do this? Can you think of people who have long-term drama, long-term suffering? And are you okay letting them be in that state? Because you're going to have to. That's what you have to release. That's hard. I'm going to pick another card. Oh, Carolyn Mace, the shadow side of Carolyn Mace. This might be good. Let's pick one of these. I'm going to cut the deck, and I'm going to put one of the cards out. This is called Obsessive Passion That Harms Others and Self-Destructive Devotion. What the hell? That, oh God. I don't know if it's going to focus on that. I'll just read it again. It's just what I got done saying. It's having trying to help someone to the point where it's destructive to you. You can't make up this shit. You guys have really, you guys especially have a loving nature to you, and it's really going to be hard for you to let go and let others have their path. Can you do it? If you can do it, type I commit. I commit to doing that because it's going to be hard, but I think you can do it for yourself. Do that for yourself. All right. Now we're moving on to the geode. We're going to use Anna Kay again. What do the people who picked the geode have to release in 2020? Now these are always interesting when you pull cards like this, and I'll show you this card a little bit closer. This is the Seven of Cups, and she has trouble making decisions, okay? It's the confusion. It's it being in a dream state. So there's going to be several things that you guys who pick, take a deep breath, everyone. Shadow work is really hard. Just take a deep breath and say, no matter what, you're just awesome. So we're talking about shadow work, but even though we're talking about shadow work, you're still fucking awesome. So the Seven of Cups just means that some of you are dreamers and you spend a lot of time in fantasy land. And what you're going to have to do is not release your dreams, but release some of that time that you spend daydreaming or thinking things are going to be better and they're not, or, oh, it's going to get better. I'll just wait 7 more years. You're going to have to shake yourself out of that. And you're going to have to release the confusion state, and you're going to have to release unable to make decisions unless you get like everybody's validation. You guys are going to have to, in 2020, make decisions and be cool with it. All right. You commit. Okay. I can do it. Yes, you can. Yes. It's another issue of control, Nikki. That's exactly what it is. And it is very hard. So the group that picked the geode, the time that you spend like, oh, just, I wish this, I wish that, they're going to change, all this wishy-washy stuff, you're going to have more clarity and you're going to be able to make better decisions. So you're going to release that confused state. And I'm going to pick another card. Oh, let's pick another Carolyn Mace card. I'll cut it 3 times this time. Stealing money, creative ideas, and affection or powers that you think you lack. Oh, that's freaking hilarious. God, I think I probably picked this one because I mean, I don't steal ideas, but this is really funny that we were just talking about this. This is hilarious. I should hold this up so you can read it. So, what this means is that you think that you don't have enough creativity is basically what this is. So you kind of spend a lot of time looking at what other people have done, trying to make their success your success. That's what that means. So it just means that you can have the same creative ideas as someone else, but do it your way. Make it your way. So you can still have the same idea, but don't do it the exact same way they do it. So you guys will release that and have innovative ideas. This is probably actually the easiest release one of the three. This is probably the easiest one. Doesn't take as much effort as it did the last one. And then we're coming to the yellow rock. Did anybody pick the yellow rock? What does the yellow rock, or other words, septarian, need to release? Ooh, High Priestess. That's powerful. And sometimes when you pull a card like that, you'll be like, Melanie, that's a good card. Why would I need to release that? Well, she's secretive and everything's hidden. And she waits forever. She never takes action. So you have to release sitting around and waiting, okay? And you also have to release some of the secretness. You don't have to keep secrets and think that, well, I'm not going to tell somebody something because of whatever. So you have to be more with groups, get out more. You have to release this solitude and that keeping to yourself, and you've got to get out more in groups. You've got to get out more, get out of the house more. Don't just work and come home. You guys have to release this solitude of whatever you've created that makes you solitary. And then Seven of Swords is also, some of you are going to have to release some of the shitty people in your life. You're going to have to let them go. I mean, this is hard if it's family members and stuff, but there's somebody here that's lying, conniving, and you're going to have to release them. And let me tell you, that's not easy to do. Now, this doesn't mean they do it once in a while. This is a person who chronically does this behavior. So they are people who are chronically lying. They're, creating a lot of drama. And so you'll have to release them. So that actually is not going to be easy for you guys who picked that pile or that rock. That's going to be tough too. So that is what you have to release in 2020. So now what we're going to do, you guys are committing. I am proud of you. When you write commit, it actually helps you commit. Did you know that? When you say I commit and you type it out, it actually does put the energy out there in a stronger way. Okay, the next pick 3 is health. So right now, you guys have to pre-pick your piles, okay? Because that's part of how the magic works. You can't listen to one and then say, oh, I picked that one. No, everybody's got to pick it now. Shitty people. So right now I want the key people to type key. I want the geode people to type geode. And I want the septarian people to type yellow rock. All right? So key, geode, yellow rock, type it now because you can't change your mind. You're committing. You're committing right now. I'm not starting till you guys commit, because this next one is health, and this is not something that we mess around with. Wow, a lot of keys. Okay, so this has to start out with, I'm not a physician, I'm not a healthcare person, don't rely on tarot readers for your health. I have to, preface it by all the legal stuff. So this is for entertainment purposes only, but we're going to cover your health in 2020. Okay, are you guys ready? Now, because this is a generic reading, because I'm not reading every single person in here, what you need to do is realize that if I hit on something and it applies to you, keep it. If I hit on something and it doesn't apply to you, don't keep it. That's very important in a generic pick 3 reading when it has to do with health. So are you ready? All right, I feel like you're ready. So the first thing I'm going to ask is the key people, is I'm going to pull this out here, the obstacles chart. Actually, the key people, can you type a number 2 through 12? 2 through 12, type a number. We're working on the key people. I'm going to just bring the key down here so I know which one we're working on. Type a number 2 through 12. All right? And we're going to start doing with your health. So I'm going to start out while I'm waiting for the okay, 4. So I want you to know, Deb, the people that picked 4, your challenge is relationships. Relationships can be causing some of your health issue through stress. In other words, relationships can be causing some of your stress. That's number 4. Number 6, those who picked number 6, stress is causing some health issues. Stress is number 6. Number 7, there's an underlying depression or sadness causing or going to cause health problems. If you pick 3, it's toxic beliefs and fears. So if you have a lot of fears and anxiety, that is causing some health issues. Number 5, there's an insecurity. It's a lack of feeling like you're talented enough, you're good enough, and it's a lack of self-esteem. Number 8, there can be poor habits. There's poor habits that are causing some stress in your health. So the key people, here's what your health issues, if you're going to have any, are going to be. So the first one is some of you guys are going to have shoulder pain. There is a shoulder that's not working properly. It feels like you slumped down slightly. So I feel like you might need your neck adjusted because this is a straight wand. This is a straight wand. So I feel like some of you, your neck might be out and it causes your one of your shoulders to slump down, and I want you to pay attention to that. A few of you are going to have to be careful of repetitive syndrome with your hand and wrist and fingers. So some of you might have joint pain in your fingers. You might have joint pain, and I also feel like someone has an issue with a foot, and the foot is pointing out, which tells me that the hip is out. So there's some of you that are going to deal with low back pain, and you're going to have a hip issue. There's a foot there's a foot like out. There's a warning here to be careful of steps. Be careful of steps for tripping on steps. They're just, some of you who don't navigate steps very well, which is me. I don't pay attention. I trip on them all the time. There's going to be sinus and headache in 2020 for some people. In other words, your sinus is going to cause head pain. And I also feel like someone's got a pinched nerve. Someone has a pinched nerve that could be acting up in 2020. And this is for the people who picked the key, the people that picked the key. Some of you are going to have hidden. This is the high priestess. You're going to have conditions that are hidden, and you have a swollen ankle, low back, hip, and pain. Did you pick the key? I hope you picked the key, because that's probably, yeah. And then we should probably ask what you need to do to heal these things. But anyway, at least we're doing the health part of it. Okay, some of you have hidden issues, but I'm not concerned about them. So in other words, some of you have fears like, oh my God, there's cancer in my body. No, it's nothing like that. So it just means that some health issues are hidden. They don't want to be revealed yet because you may not engage in the activity that will cause it, okay? So you might not engage in the activity that will cause it. So it might not manifest. So it's hidden. That's a high priestess. Okay, for some of you, I'm feeling gallbladder, like I'm getting the word gallbladder. Pay attention to the gallbladder, kidneys, make sure you're drinking enough, kidney infections or bladder infections or something. Bladder, kidney. And I feel like you'll have non-conventional treatment for that, like with the normal treatment. You'll have the normal treatment, but you'll also do something non-conventional. So for bladder, all that, you have to have conventional treatment, but there's something you'll do in addition that will be good. So some of you will have intestinal issues, some intestinal issues. However, overall, because I asked on this overall, you guys are going to have a better health year than you've had in the past. So that means that there's angels. Call upon your angels for healing and to guide you to the right doctors. But for you guys, overall, you guys are going to have a better year for health than you've had in the past. That's your health reading for those of you who picked the key. We're moving on to the geode. You picked the geode? Okay. But the key is talking to you? That's funny. But that can happen. Be open. Anything can happen. Those who pick the geode, I need a number 2 through 12 for this obstacles on what's could be causing you. So if you pick the geode, I need you to type a number 2 through 12. And I'm going to start your health reading while you guys are typing. Those who picked the geode, a number 2 through 12. 9. You've got ancestral patterns. In other words, your health issues could be related to DNA, something that runs in the family, like high blood pressure, blood sugar, things that run in the family. 6, this is stress. How you deal with stress and just the fact of stress is causing some mild health issues. You need to watch, to meditate daily and eat healthier foods. That's what I'm getting for the stress, the number 6 person. Okay, and then I'm going to pick the health cards for those who picked the geode. So the health issues for you, wow, because it said eat healthier. This is eating a balanced diet and making sure you get enough rest versus sleep, activity versus non-activity. And you guys are actually going to have a pretty strong year health-wise. Oh, you know why? Because when you guys have an issue, you go get help for it, and they're going to put you on a plan, and it's going to be fixed. I feel so good about the geode pile for health. It's not even funny how good I feel. Now, for some of you, you're going to need your body to be more flexible, all right? So you're going to have to try to spread your legs farther apart, reach your shoulders around, stretch your arms around, get your back flexible. You're going to have to build in flexibility because some of you, your muscles are getting way too stiff at a young age, okay? Way too stiff at a young age. Oh, okay. You were replying to Angela. Okay. That's fine. I probably said something stupid then, didn't I? Okay. So then the rest of you, you're kind of closed off emotionally because you have fear that you might get something. This is thinking. This isn't the physical body, but this is hypochondriac. Like if you get a little ache somewhere, oh my God, it's this. It's some big thing. Oh, my heart hurts. I must be having a heart attack. So you guys are going to be like, you got to be careful of overreacting or worrying about conditions that you don't have that you think you might get. So for you guys for 2020, and this has clovers on the Knight of Wands. You guys are going to have good luck, okay? You failed. Okay. So you guys are going to have good luck for your health in 2020 because you're going to take quick action when something happens. And that's what this is. When something happens, you're going to have a plan, okay? Now, for some of you, I'm getting a lot of muscle issues, and I'm getting tailbone, like tailbone. So I'm going to say tailbone. And then knees. Some of you have a weak knee, and eventually that could lead to a knee replacement, but I'm not feeling it for 2020. And the death card just means over drama, like being over dramatic, like worrying about every little thing you get is going to kill you. No, you're not. You're going to be fine. Everybody listening to this is not going to die in 2020, so don't be dramatic. You guys do go and get help. And the 7 of Cups means that some of you can be confused about what type of help that you need for when you get something. You'll be like, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to fix that. So there's confusion. But you know what? Ask your angels and guides to lead you to the treatments and doctors and treatments and medical things that you need. And it will happen. It'll happen. Allow for that magic to happen. Okay, we're on to the Septarian. Who picked the Septarian? If you pick Septarian, I need a number 2 through 12 to type. for what could be contributing to your health issues. Septarians, we're going to start while I'm waiting. Did anybody pick Septarian? All right, we have number 3. Toxic beliefs. So you've got some beliefs that are causing you to have fear, and the fear is causing anxiety, which is contributing to some of your health issues. Number 10, that's a new one. This is negative thinking patterns. If you have too many negative thinking patterns, it's going to cause some health issues in your body. Actually, quite a few. Stomach issues is one of the things I'm getting, like colon problems. So it could be anything related to the colon. So if you pick number 10, try to change your thinking patterns around. 11 is sacrifice, putting the needs of others before your own. So it means you don't set enough boundaries. And so this is, you have to start saying no. So you're caring about others and not taking care of your own self. So that's what number 11 is. And that can lead to health issues. So we're going to start with the Septarian now in what your health issues are going to be. Holy crap, I reshuffled these and reshuffled them, and you guys got the justice too. And this just means keep your health balanced, in balance and in check for 2020. Excuse me. Oh, wow. This is a great card. So this just means, literally, this just means have stronger thinking, and take powerful action. So in other words, if you notice that you're borderline diabetic and you're still doing the eating habits, get professional help. Have somebody help you. See this? Have somebody helping you. Actually, all these cards are really good for those of you who pick Septarian. Oh, you picked 9. 9 is ancestral patterns, which means that you could have something that runs in the family. So it could be like diabetes or anything. You have to be aware of health conditions that run in the family if you pick number 9. So your health now, I'm also focused on the hood on both of these people. So you could have like head issues, like pain in the neck, pain in the head that radiates down to the shoulder. You could be feeling, I feel like you could have tension in your shoulders. And I also feel weight. I feel like weight's going to be a challenge for you. So try to make 2020 the year. If you're overweight and if your knees are sore and you're overweight, make 2020 the year that you conquer your weight. Just say, I might have failed at all the diets, but I'm not going to diet anymore. I'm going to have a lifestyle change it and conquer it. So right now, if anybody has weight to get off, I want you to hold up your right hand, and I want you to say, in 2020, I pledge to eat healthier and have my weight be healthier. You don't have to lose as much as you think, but just even losing 10 pounds will make a huge difference in your health. So I want you to raise your right hand and say, I pledge to take more action to get my weight off, for those of you who have some weight issues. So this just means that you guys are going to have insights into your health through the upsets of others. In other words, others might have a health crisis and you're like, oh shit, I should take care of my heart. They had a heart attack, I'm going to take care of my heart. So what this means is some of you will be catapulted on the good health trip through somebody else's health issue. Does that make sense, you guys? I hope that makes sense, because that's what's coming to me with the Tower. That someone close to you will have an upsetting health event, and you'll be like, I'm going to take better care of myself because of what happened to them. That's what I'm trying to say. Overall, you guys are going to have strong and better health in 2020. Look at this, the Emperor. You're going to conquer and kick any health challenge. You're going to kick it right in the ass, and you're going to be healthy. Because you're going to build a healthy life. Whoa, 7:05. I went over. I hope you guys enjoyed these pick threes. I plan on doing a different variety and different themes every week of different types of readings. And I think next week we're going to do messages from your future selves. I think that's going to be one of them for next week. So I want to thank all of you for joining me on my YouTube wall. Don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for showing up. And I will see you every Sunday night at 6 p.m. And hopefully by next Sunday night, I will have 1,000 subscribers and I get my community button. I'm so fucking looking forward to that. All right, we'll see you guys later. Have a good week, okay?